This is life when the righteous are in authority. That's what I'm saying, brother.
This is life, and the Lord's elect to rule.
Look at it. Still turning, blue and proud. Esau really thought he would pull it off.
Man, he tried.
We can finally enjoy our offspring.
I'm winning. Not if I catch you first. Love you. Whoa, spin to the sky. I see you, princess. Looking royal. Let me tell you a little story about our deliverance from Babylon.
I could linger here forever. The world feels lighter when the river sings.
Now this is life more abundant.
We can finally rest.
On this surrounding world, we can finally rest.
Smells good over here, brother.
You know it, just wait till you taste it.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah.
Yes, sir.
The earth was never overpopulated. It just wasn't ran properly.
To good friends and new chapters, and to the courage it took to get here. May we never forget it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's better than I expected.
Chapters and old friends.
Courage and joy.
And to us.
Cheers.
That's lovely.
Grateful for nights like this.
Always.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
All praises to Yahweh. All praises to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai.
To Israel.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, and GMS who rule well and teach well. And peace, love, and salutation to the men, women, and children out there keeping his word sincerity and true. And today I'm going to continue in the book of Job, chapter 4. And going back to chapter 3. It started with Job cursing his birthday. He wishing he was dead. And he was speaking on how if he had not been born, he wished he was born dead, stillborn child. So he would have been up there with the other kings and princes. He would have been at peace, and he never would have suffered and went through what he went through, what he was going through. And he spoke on the third heaven, which was spoken of in the book of 2 Corinthians, with Paul. And I'll read it again. Job 3 and 17. There the wicked cease from troubling, and this is the KJV. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together, they hear not the voice of the oppressor. So he said, he knows Hey, if he was dead, he'd be he'd be at peace, and ultimately he never would have. He wouldn't be feeling the pain and the sorrow that he's feeling now. But continuing on in chapter 4, and this is one of his friends that showed up to be there for him. In Job 4:1. And Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, if we essay to commune with thee, wilt thou be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking? Behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. The words have upholden him that was falling, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. And I'm gonna read those verses in the I think I had it in the NLT. Yeah, Job 4:3 in the NLT. In the past, you have encouraged many people. You have strengthened those who were weak. Your words have supported those who were falling. You encourage those with shaky knees. But now, when trouble strikes, you lose heart. You are terrified when it touches you. Doesn't your reference for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai give you confidence? Doesn't your life of integrity give you hope? Stop and think. Do the innocent die? When have the upright been destroyed? So basically, like just like you're here today, like you have all these words to say. You got all these words of wisdom, all this advice, what and what not to do. When it's somebody else, like you said, when you're on the outside looking in, it was a friend telling them. Now now that you going through it, you over here wishing it was all over with, like you never been born. And so you get like this sometime, bro. You know, you can give somebody advice on this situation and this situation, but ultimately, it's a learning experience for all of us. We done all been through something. You know, they say experience is the best teacher. So Job, he was over there giving words of wisdom to people, like I said, the people who needed it. Say people who lose heart. Well, he lost heart. Yeah, he lost heart. What it said, he supported those who were falling and encouraged those with shaky knees. So we all been through something. We gonna get put through something. But he had all this advice for other people. Now it's his turn. And this is like you say, Job, he on the verge. I wouldn't say crashing out, but he said he wishing he wasn't even here. Verse 8, my experience shows that those who plant trouble and cultivate evil will harvest the same. A breath from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai destroys them. They vanish in a blast of his anger. The lion roars and the wildcat snarls, but the teeth of strong lions will be broken. The fierce lion will starve for lack of prey, and the cubs of the lioness will be scattered. This truth was given to me in secret, as though whispered in my ear. It came to me in a disturbing vision at night when people are in a deep sleep. Fear gripped me and my bones trembled. A spirit swept past my face and my hair stood on end. The spirit stopped, but I couldn't see its shape. There was a form before my eyes. In the silence, I heard a voice say, "Come, a mortal be innocent before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Can anyone be pure before the Creator? If Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai does not trust his own angels and has charged his messengers with foolishness, how much less will he trust people made of clay? They are made of dust, crushed and easily as a moth. They are alive in the morning, but dead by evening, gone forever without a trace. Their tent cords are pulled, and the tent collapses, and they die in ignorance." So he pretty much just going into an account and giving an example. But to sum up the base of the chapter 4, his friend stood up. And pretty much, like I said, yeah, you have all these words of wisdom when it's someone else. But now it's your turn. And you over here wishing you were never born. Wishing it was all over with. But nah, them other people, they had to go through it too. And you got to go through it. And like they say, it's always somebody who got it worse. Like Job, at least it'll be somebody else looking out on the outside looking in on his situation. He'll be like, at least you had a chance to have all this substance and lose it. I was born poor. I was born broke. Or I was born with way less than what you have. And even today, you might have the same situation. People be like, I had way, you had an advantage. Or they look at it as an advantage. You know, this world, they see money as like a form of leverage. Or something you can move around with. The more of it you got, the more freedom you have. And somebody might be looking at Job and say, if anybody else knew about the situation, they'd be like, well, at least he had a chance to reign. He had hundreds of sheep, hundreds of cattle, hundreds of camels, oxen and all, sheep asses. He had all this stuff. He had servants and handmaids. And his wife had servants and handmaids. He had people that report to him. He the king. He the richest man over here. Like you at least got to experience that. Bro, I ain't never had none of that. And I still lost everything. There's somebody out there that might have had way less than we had. They might have lost all their kids too. Or all their children. The little bit that they had, they lost it. And so it's always somebody that has it worse. Well, I said his friend was trying to get him to see. Like you have all these, you know what to do already. You done been preaching and teaching and giving people courage, encouraging others. And now his friend trying to, they trying to uplift him. But Abba Ratazar get in chapter 5 tomorrow and continue on. And once again, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and teach well. And peace, love, and salutation to the men, women, and children out there keeping his word, sincerity, and the truth. Shalom.